Everything that I have become is because of where I started at Georgia. I found out who I was there. I thought, when I showed up, I was going to be a professional athlete. And now look at me, I'm a sports broadcaster. I never thought I would come this far ever. I certainly didn't imagine ever being on College Game Day. I didn't imagine working a national championship for college football. So it's kind of extraordinary, it's such a blessing. I think the most difficult thing for me in sports broadcasting is I'm a woman working in a man's world. And in a lot of ways, you can feel like an outsider. And I remember thinking, I was like, maybe being an outsider just means that your voice is going to be different and that voice needs to be heard. I think my time at Georgia made me feel like I could be confident enough to attack being the only one in a situation. I was surrounded by so many people who loved me and were telling me that I was going to be great all the time. And so in a lot of ways, I carry that with me. I carry the University of Georgia with me in the same way I carry my friends and my family, and still wanting to make that group of people who poured into me proud. They push me to break barriers. They push me to push the boundaries of where I am. I've always valued mentoring and the idea of mentorship. And for a lot of women, they see me and they think to themselves, I could do that. If you see a reflection, then you're gonna feel as though you can accomplish that goal. And I don't take that lightly. So I spent a lot of time allowing girls to shadow me on football games. And it's also evolved into starting a nonprofit called the Winning Edge Leadership Academy. And that is completely geared towards helping minorities and women who are student athletes get into the sports industry. So Mackenzie Ingram played women's basketball at Georgia, and I met her when she was probably a freshman, and I just remember Coach Landers telling me, listen, she wants to be a broadcaster, I need you to take her under your wing. She's a sweet girl, very smart, and I was like, of course, that's what we're gonna do.
So she actually encouraged me to do an internship with IMG going into my senior year. And she put me in contact with a lot of people, told me kind of what I should do, different stories I should do, different story ideas, and then gave me the idea to maybe do something for the team. And everyone loved it. And Maria would even sometimes text me about how good I did or kind of what can I improve on. And I'm just forever grateful for her mentorship, for her friendship, for her to just take an hour out of her day to have a conference call with me, helping me with ideas to get me to do what I want to do. It's just kind of I couldn't be more thankful to have someone like her with as big of a name that she has, still making time for someone like me. If I could just be like Maria Taylor, I'll be good with my life.
I just think it's important to make sure that you give back to the system that raised you. And I would do the same thing for my family. Georgia's my family, so I'm gonna always be there for them.